Another week, another video posted. Let's get into it. Hello people of the world and YouTube fam. My name is Kevin Jackson and welcome to this latest episode of Kevin Menga's Friendship and Love. So we're back, baby, with another video this week. Woo! That's crazy. That's crazy. Hopefully I can keep it going like I said. And you know what happened this week was a bunch of things, man. I had a lot of meetings at work, you know. Had a meeting with my old boss, meeting with my new boss, meeting talking about annual raises and bonuses, and then and then a meeting about my project that I'm working on at the moment. So it was a bunch of work stuff, a bunch of headaches, a bunch of good things, but I was just trying to get away from it. So on Friday night I actually flew to Denver. And you say, wait, what? Yeah, I booked that flight like literally Thursday night. And what's crazy is that I was like, do I really want to go? Do I really not want to go? I just needed to just get away because it's been some time since I've been here in the Midwest. So I was really just trying to get away. But I did it for a good reason. There was a meetup there. And speaking about that, I have the Frontier Airlines the Go Wild Pass. If you don't know what that is, I'll talk about that in a later video, or you can just look it up. It's basically like a unlimited flight pass where you can basically book a flight and take it for only $16. Well, $16 because of the taxes and fees, but technically the airfare is 1 cent. So you pay 1 cent, you pay $16 in taxes and fees, and you get to fly wherever Frontier Airlines flies. If there's a seat available at the time that you book the flight. So they have a restriction where you can only book the flight a day in advance. So if the flight is still open, then you could book for literally only $16. And then double that if you have a layover. So located where I am, I was like, Denver's the hub. And I'm a part of a Facebook group with about like 70,000 people in there. And in that Facebook group, they basically was gonna have the like first official meetup in Denver because that's the hub of Frontier, like I was saying. And then just it's a good time to fly. There's not that many people flying, because it's winter. And it's just a chance for all of us to get together since having the pass for 3 years, and some people have it for a year or 2 years, but it's been around for about 3 years. So I flew to Denver Friday night because that was the only time I was available. If tried to fly in on Saturday, then I would have missed the meetup. So I flew in Friday night, and I tried to get, to go around the city and see the scene, It's been a while since I've been in Denver, usually at least outside the airport. Most of my flights are in Denver, for like Southwest or Frontier or United, because that's that big hub. But this is the first time that I was like going outside the airport in a while, There's no basketball games. The Jazz weren't playing, which just kind of sucks. But like there was like this like Gasolina show like going on at like this music venue, and it was like all of the Hispanics were there, but all of the Hispanics, the Latinos, the Latinas, they were all there. And I was like, that's kind of crazy, bro. That's dope. Shoot. But tickets were sold out, so I couldn't go to that venue. But I was just basically bar hopping, seeing what the scene was like. Getting the feel for Denver because they say Denver is the bar city or a brewery city, so I just wanted to see it for myself. So, and then Saturday I went to the movies. I saw Iron Lung. So I saw Iron Lung in theaters, and I've been wanting to see it for a while, ever since I heard that Markiplier basically made the film himself, like he shot it and everything, and I was like, you know what, that's pretty sick. So I saw it. The reviews were right. The runtime was a little bit too long, and I didn't really understand some of the scenes because I haven't played the game. But like for his first feature, just like straight up on a one-man show, I was like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to see what happens next. And then I went to the meetup. So the meetup was at Lincoln Bar. It was in downtown Denver, right next to the train station, and it was like a little speakeasy vibe. But it was a bunch of people, like 90 people showed up for the event. I mean, like registered for the event on Facebook, but like it seemed like 100 people were there, man. And it was cool just to see where everyone flew in. Like people were flying in from like Minnesota, LA, a lot of Denver natives, of course, that have to pass. Cause I mean that if you're in Denver, you should have it. So great. And then some people from like Florida or New York, and it was just so cool just gathering all these faces that you see like all these faces and walls of text that you see on Facebook, just like in person, and seeing them face to face. It was just great, especially the admin too, seeing the admin and getting a little bit of tricks and tips from the people that were there and exchanging stories and even shout out to the guy that had baseball the Frontier trading cards. That was cool. So I really enjoyed it. It was great. I had to head back, unfortunately, like after like 3 hours, head back to the airport to fly back home, unfortunately. But I wish I could have stayed longer because it seemed like everyone was having a great time, and the room just kept filling and filling and filling and filling when I left. Literally like, literally like 2.5 hours like later after it started. So that's basically it. Really, that's all I was gonna say about what happened this weekend and this week. But we have more exciting things happening soon. I got my birthday coming up, so I'm sure to give you some more better content. Take care.